What is up, my beautiful little biscuits, and welcome to Warhammer Vermintide 2, a game that just came out today being March 8th, 2018. So yeah, this is the second of the Vermintide games by Fat Shark, and I played the first one briefly, and normally I wouldn't record brand new games that just come out like this in the sense of like going rogue style. I haven't done going rogue in a very long time. I guess you could call this a Going Rogue episode, but I've been playing this recently. I'd gotten a hold of the beta. Actually, one of my viewers had graciously gifted me the beta, so I've been playing the beta with some friends and by myself as well, and I've been really enjoying it. So since the game just came out today, I'm gonna give you guys a good look at it and play a little bit of some of the campaigns with some random folks online. So right now I'm playing the Waystalker. Waystalker being a ranger of sorts. And there's also different classes you can get. There's a bunch of different heroes. For starters, you've got the mercenary, who can also be a huntsman or a foot knight. At certain levels you unlock those. You got the dwarf ranger, veteran, iron breaker, and naked dwarf, aka slayer, the berserker basically, who I am, the Waystalker, the handmaiden, who I have unlocked but from what I heard is kind of broken. Oh no, they fixed it since it came out. So Carillion dashes forward through enemies. Hitting enemies with this ability causes them to bleed. That's what was broken before. Today it did nothing. You just charged through them and that was it. So I might have to give the handmaiden another look at some point. Increases dodge distance. Oh, they took away a bunch of her abilities. She had way more abilities in this. So let me see here. Restricts a volley of arrows that seeks out enemies in her path. Carillion regenerates health over time when below half health. So they changed that too. She used to have abilities where her headshot crits did more damage and there was no damage drop off from distance traveled, the arrow's distance traveled. And then there's the shade, critical hit, backstabs, instantly slay, man sight. Yeah, they took away a lot of stuff. Lasts for 10 seconds or until she attacks, comes undetectable. She's basically stealth, so she's the assassin class. So we got the witch hunter, the bounty hunter, which is pretty dope. He's got basically a giant fucking pepper box. Career skill locked and loaded. Victor fires a powerful shot that pierces enemies. That's cool. And then, of course, the Zealot with his flail. And then last but not least, we have the Battle Wizard, Sienna, who could be Battle Wizard, Pyromancer, and the Unchained. So we're going to be playing our Waystalker. And let me see if my talent... Oops. If my talents have been reset then. So... Increased attack speed is all the same, daughter of the hunt. So they've got them. And the nice thing about the talent tree in this game is you can actually change them whenever you want without spending or having to pay a fee or anything like that. So I can basically build it to however I want it. We have cosmetics here. Oh shit! What the hell? Rough woven Asari hood favored by weight. Oh, it's just the hood. What happens if I take it off? Oh. Oh yeah, there we go. This is already on. That's just the regular hood. That looks dope. That looks dope as hell. Alright, way better than the other one. I'm digging that. What's this? Portraits? Oh, frames. Frames for my character. This wasn't in the beta. So okay, so let's talk about what we got here. We've got equipment. Obviously I've got some equipment already from playing earlier. You've got your basic. These are your just common equipments. You have your green, which are your uncommon, and then your blues, which are your rare. So I've got a blue spear. You can have also just regular swords, double swords, glaives. For the Waystalker, anywho. And then you've got your bows. She can only use bows unless you're a shade. Once you become the shade, you can use crossbows. You got your necklaces, trinkets, or charms. And then your... trinket. So trinket and charm are two different things. So then this is your trinket. So there's your talents, your crafting. You can any items you have that you don't. Oh, this is new. This is nice. This lets me know of how much of what I have for crafting. So this is the salvage items. If you have anything that is salvageable, you can put it here and salvage it. Or I say slag. I call it slagging a lot. If you hit next, here you can craft. If you've got enough of these, you can hit the craft button. It'll craft you a random item. Here you can re-roll equipment properties. Your equipment properties are like right here where it says 18% block cost reduction and 11 crit power. Those are your properties. And you can use these resources to re-roll the properties of a weapon. Now re-roll equipment trait. Equipment trait is a little different. Equipment trait is like on my bow here, down there under the blue in green where it says rapid fire, crowd control, and headshot damage. Those are your properties or traits. Which one is it? I forgot. Those are your traits. And each weapon, not all weapons have traits, but the ones that do generally have different traits, and you can re-roll those as well. Upgrade item just upgrades it from, like if you have a common, you can upgrade it to uncommon, to like from white to green, from green to blue, from blue to orange, I suppose is the next one. I've never had anything higher than blue. You can do that at the cost of 20 of these, and it re-rolls the traits, but the power level of the item doesn't change. Here you can extract a weapon illusions. Illusions are basically just just the skin of the weapon, but I'm not sure. I've only seen one weapon with an illusion, and I didn't even realize what it was before I slagged it, so I don't know. And then the illusion, apply illusion to a weapon. So and I think it is a skin because there's an artist's palette there, and then you put the weapon there. So I think it's just changes the skin, changes the look of the weapon. So you can use this to apply illusions to weapons to make them look different. So Spoils of War, this is where you'll get your chests after beating level. So they'll have like a little kind of like Hearthstone when you're opening packs. It'll be like that. You'll click it and it'll pop open. This is the hub world, basically. Not much to do in here except for dick around. There are some actual, if you go this way, there's practice dummies out here in the courtyard. Is this the courtyard? No, this is the forge. There's these all around here, so like you can go here to look at your spoil. Oh, did they change that? Maybe. There's a skull up there to change your hero. Maybe let me look at this. Maybe they changed that from the beta too. Also, it's nice that there's no giant beta watermark in the top right of the screen. Yeah, so you can come here to change your hero selection, and the forge down there is it's basically everything around here to do all that stuff, like change hero, get your spoils of war. It can all be reached by hitting I or escape for hero selection. You don't actually need to go to any of those things to do that. So yeah. So here's the Bridge of Shadows. This is where we'll go to initiate a level. Here's the different potions you can get. These are Potion of Strength, Potion of Speed, Potion of Concentration, stronger attack, faster attacks, and then this just recharges your ability faster. You can hold one of those on top of a healing item, so a healing draft or I think med kit, basically. So you can hold one of those and a med kit, and you can hold a bomb. So let's go ahead and see if we can't find a mission. So I'm gonna go to lobby browser, and we're going to find. I'm going to start on recruit difficulty because I'm still getting used to the game. And what we're going to do is find a game that doesn't already have. This might take me a bit, so I might skip ahead if it is going to take a long time. So if there's an X over the hero, that means there's someone in that group that already has that hero. So the hard part about being Waystalker is almost everyone plays Waystalker. So it's hard to find a group that doesn't already have one. So I'm going to find one that doesn't have an X over the Waystalker. Well, right there. Okay. Righteous Stand. Do we want to do that one? I actually want to do Against the Grain if I can. Let's find Against the Grain. Let's see if we can find one for Against the Grain, because that's a good starter one. Right here, there's only one in that one. Let's see if we can find one with a little bit more than just one. Here we go. Let's see if we can get in this one. Otto von Brandmark. Cool. We'll try and join this one. Lobbies has activated a deed. Never mind. I don't know what deeds are. Because I don't think they were activated in the... I don't think they were activated in the beta. I'm not sure. There we go. So we're joining a group of 3, so we'll be a whole 4.
Parties are cutting loose in the fields around Usingen. I don't need to tell you what that means for the poor bastards in their path. You're heading to Morgensloft, biggest farm in the area. If there are survivors, and I hope there are, you'll find them held captive there. Do what you can. Every prisoner freed is one less slave used by the enemy.
I'm waiting to be rescued. Apparently, I joined a game where... Yeah, apparently I joined a game where someone died and then left. Or their bot died. So... I don't... Where am I to be rescued? Oh, I'm just right after the barn. They've already beaten the boss. All they have to do is come through the barn, come down and grab me. Unless they're waiting for that guy. No, they're going through the barn. Alright, that's not too bad. And they're holding 2 grimoires. Okay, so they've got two tomes, 2 grimoires. So throughout the levels there are hidden things called grimoires and tomes, and you can pick them up to increase the quality of the loot you get after successfully beating a level. Tomes, there are 3 per level, I believe, that you can pick up. I don't think every level has a tome. I'm not sure on that one yet. But the more you pick up, the more the quality of your loot increases. There are also things called grimoires, of which there are 2 in a level. The thing about the difference between grimoires and tomes is at any point that you are holding a grimoire, 1/3 of your health, 1/3 of your max health will be permanently removed. Until you drop that grimoire anyways. So, once you're holding 2 grimoires, a max 2 grimoires, your max health is cut down by 2/3. So as you can see, everyone's health over here on the left side is low. That red section of their health is the health that they no longer have permanently until they die and drop the grimoire. If you drop the grimoire, you get that 1/3 of health back. There's a tome over here, actually, and he's already going for it. So, there's a river over there with another tome, so it looks like they're going to be grabbing the 3rd tome. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't get waylaid over there. Now, you can block and push, which is usually a good idea to be constantly doing. Unless you're in the middle of being a blender. There we go. I'm missing a lot. So yeah, you can right trigger to block. The shields on the screen there is your stamina, and anytime you get hit while blocking, you lose a bit of stamina, and anytime you push, you lose stamina. So, shit, he's getting buried over there, I think.
Over here. Easy pickings for you. Don't let
Oh, this is bad. Oh, I think those went down and still got things for me. Sweet. I need him to get up here.
I don't help you lightly, dwarf.
Now, dying so many times can cause you to get gray health. As you can see, our dwarf and the mage, Sienna, both have gray health, which ticks down. They've been downed too many times, so that's going to tick down, and once it ticks down completely, they die permanently. This plays a lot like Left 4 Dead. So that'll tick down permanently, and then they will die. and then you'll have to go and rescue them like they rescued me out in the field. Unless you can heal it. But luckily there was a bunch of healing things right over there, so it's not a big deal. And there's also a ammunition cache over here, so I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna grab one of these as well. There we go. So I got my Healy. Curious as to see how much of this has actually changed since the beta. I mean, I just played this yesterday. I was just playing this yesterday during beta, and it was it seemed a lot different than it is now. I mean, the level's the same. Alright. This part is rough. I've never beaten this game with more than one Grimoire. I've never beaten this level, any level, with more than one Grimoire, I should say. Flame walk with me. Is that a Twin Peaks reference there? So the whole Twin Peaks actually had a whole spin-off movie called Fire Walk with Me. That was a pretty big part of the show. Never heard her scream that before. Alright, so once we unlock those prisoners, we're gonna get a big... Oh, they already did. Okay. Here comes the Chaos Warrior. Chaos Warriors are big and armored, and they can be a bit of a pain in the ass to take down. Unless you have a really good ability like me. Alright, I don't want to get behind. Now, getting behind your group is a surefire way to die, because they'll keep moving without you. 9 times out of 10, your group is going to keep going without you if you get behind. And enemies don't stop spawning in this game. There's never a peaceful moment. Enemies will continue to spawn, and you can't outrun enemies either. You run, I think, maybe even slightly slower than the enemies. I was going to say the same speed, but I think you might actually run slightly slower than the enemies. So they will catch up to you, and they will hit you if you're running away. Your best bet a lot of times if you're running is to just try and push them, and then start running, and then every once in a while turn around and push them. Because if you stop to kill them, if you continuously stop to kill the enemies that are behind you when you're behind the group, more will just start spawning, and you're going to get overwhelmed, and then you're going to go down. And you're going to put the group at a disadvantage if they have to come and heal you. Please don't hit me. Why did I pull that out? There we go. Just going to heal and pick up another healing item. Just gonna check behind me every once in a while, make sure there's nothing trying to get up behind me. Now, this game is very random in what enemies you'll get saddled against, be it the rodents or the what are these guys call them? Blood rots or rot bloods or some shit like that. The dead, the cursed dead things here. I mean, obviously you'll fight both, but it's different where if you're walking through a field, it'll be different if the field is populated with the vermin or the undead. And there's also bosses, like very large enemies, kind of like the tanks in Left 4 Dead. And it's random which kind you will get. There are several different kinds. You got like these Lovecraftian kind. You got vile trolls, rat ogres, another type of rat ogre that like spits, that has like a gun-mounted chemical sprayer. I'm getting rocked. I'm gonna go down if I'm not careful. I want to heal. Oops. Please.
I need a moment. Yes.
Alright, this is the furthest I've been with 2 Grimoires, and I'm excited about it. And there's the end. We just got to get through this field, and the Bridge of Shadows is right over there. We're going to get mad loot if we get this. And yeah, I just called it mad loot. We got both Grimoires and all 3 tomes. That's going to be rockin' awesome. This game is incredibly hard on... Oh shit, we got a little bit of lag there. Just gonna pepper some arrows out there.
I don't trust this quiet. Not with stunners.
So I only missed like maybe the first 5 minutes of this level. There wasn't a whole lot to be had.
There may be a lot of them, but they don't stand a chance.
There we go. We did it. So we missed the first like enemy boss essentially up to the first end. Well, there can be one before that, but it's random. But we missed the first guaranteed boss. Excuse me. Heroes Alive 100. We got a lot of XP out of that. We're level 11, so we get a chest for leveling up as well. Dual sword weapon unlocked. Two-handed sword unlocked. Nice. That's a new one. Commendation chest received. It's the new graphic for the commendation chest from the beta. All right, so here's where we didn't get a quick play bonus, and I don't think there's ever a loot die in that one, so I don't know. Grimoire, here we go, and then Randall's gift should level. Ooh, no, it didn't. Damn. Okay, we only got a soldier's chest. Damn, I was thinking it was gonna be way more than that. Shit balls. All right. So I didn't get anything except for most revives since I was a backfill character. Obviously. So we're gonna return to keep, but those just shows like what you do in accordance to everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out of this, leave this party, so we can look at stuff at our own leisure and not have to worry about it. And actually, they put the chest on the thing now, which is not something they used to do in beta. So you can see the your spoils of war over here. This used to just be blank and glowing, so that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and open our soldier strongbox real quick. Open that up. Now we'll click these and get them, and you can tell by the color of the outline what it's going to be. This is going to be a white item, this is going to be a green item, and another green item. So let's click these and see what we get. We got Glade Guardians Glaya, which is just dual daggers, 67, worse than what I've got. Fast attacks, headshot, damage over time. Not good enough. We'll probably slag that. We got a nice new glaive. Oh. Super more high damage, fast attacks, and shield breaking. If I can actually get a better properties on this instead of stamina, like crit power or attack speed, that'd be fantastic. And we got a new charm, which is, I mean, 30 more power than ours. Maybe we can re-roll the stees on it and get some attack speed on it. Alright, so let's open our accommodation, or let's just wait until we open our accommodation chest first. How about that? Ooh, blue, and a green. Let's get our blues open. We got a nice necklace, which is 3 less power, but 11% health. If we hold shift, we can see the percentage on there, 10 to 20% and 5 to 10%. That will probably put that on. Let's see. Power versus Skaven and +1 stamina, fast attacks, wide sweeps, versatile. Again, it's way higher power than our currently equipped spear. And another dual daggers, which has got attack speed on it. We might put on the daggers. It's a sword and daggers, not dual daggers. Continue. Alright, so now we'll show you what this is like here real quick. So we're going to go to I. That's what we're looking for. So we can see our equipment. The glowing ones are our new ones. These dual daggers. Oh, that's dual swords. That's dual daggers. So you can see what the dual daggers look like. This is the two-handed sword. So we can use two-handed swords now, which should be interesting. We can see how they attack as well. So they attack pretty fast actually for two-handers. We can click and hold for a long, or for a heavy attack. We can try out our dual daggers real quick. So pretty fast if we can hold it in, see what that's like. Yeah. And then, yeah. Okay, Now glaives are real nice. I like glaives a lot because it's nice sweeping attacks, so I can hit loads of enemies when they're in front of me. And big attack. Now, one thing to mention on these is if you notice next to the stamina, where it says stamina on the right side over there, and it has the number 2, and then it has that circle with a shield in it and a little bit of a blue above it. That's your effective area of blocking and pushing. So the wider it is, the wider your effective area of blocking and pushing. So this one's got a full 180 degrees of blocking and pushing effectiveness. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. All right, so I'm gonna. Oh, these are blue sword and dagger. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put those on. We'll slag this and get some blue dust because I think I'm out of blue dust. We're not gonna deal with any of that. We're gonna keep what we have. Was any of these new? This is new. Yeah, we're putting that on. This is new. This 80. We'll put that on. And then nothing new out of this. Yeah, so now we can go to crafting. And we know what we're going to slag. We're going to be slagging that, slagging these, slagging this. And I think we'll slag this as well. Yeah, we're going to slag it. So now we'll click and hold salvage. And then we'll get stuff from them. So we've got 10 of these, which is enough to make an item. I don't know what these are used for yet. Salvage weapon parts. And we got some green dust and blue dust. They changed the graphics for the green dust and blue dust. Before they looked like rocks. Now they actually look like dust, which is nice. So we got enough for this. So we can do that. Here we can reroll properties. If I go to my equipment and this, and we'll just put that on momentarily. So we can go back to crafting, go over here. We can click these and then reroll the properties. We've got 5 blue dust, so we can do this a few times until we get what we like. 2 stamina plus 3 crit chance. We like that, right? That's good. We want the crit chance. Plus 2 stamina's all right. We can go re-equip that now. So go back to crafting. Let's see here. Yeah, this is for upgrading an item. We don't have enough to upgrade an item yet. And that's for the illusions. If we can wait until we've slagged enough that we've got shit that we can upgrade, or we can just craft an item now. And I'll just show you that now since we're here. And we've made a necklace. That actually, not a bad one. Damage reduction. If we can get better stuff on that. Right. Here we go. We can re-roll the properties on this and try and get some better properties. What we got? Plus 20 health, plus 9.5 reduction or damage against. So all around, better, way better. So what we'll do is we'll go to equipment, go to necklaces. We'll equip this one right here. So it's got the plus 20 health, plus 3 extra hero power. Then we're going to go back to crafting. And we're going to slag this bitch and get more blue dust, I believe, from this. I think blue items always drop blue dust, possibly. Yeah. And we'll take those. So beautiful, Clark. Crafting metal used for crafting jewelry in the forge, sometimes acquired from salvaging jewelry or found in spoils of war. Crafting weapons in the forge, sometimes acquired from salvaging weapons. For most recipes in the forge, acquired from salvaging items or found in the spoils of war. So crafting, I think, like, if you want a certain type, you can put that there. Say, I want to make a necklace. So you'll click that and you'll put it there, and then the ingredients will be different. So if I had 10 more of these and 10 of these, I could specifically make a necklace. Or if I wanted to make instead, let's say I wanted to make specifically a glaive. So 10 more of these, I could specifically just make a glaive plus these. Same thing with bows. or two-handed swords, anything like that. So just these are your templates for things. If you put them into here, right click it and put it into there, you'll make that specific thing at the cost of extra materials to make them. So the crafting is nice. It's not a sole focus of the game, which is also nice. So I'm not constant. This is something I can do very quickly between matches. I can take 5 minutes between matches, go through, slag what I don't need, salvage parts from it, equip what I need, reroll stats on things that I have and I want to change the stats on. If I like an item but I don't like the properties or the traits on it, I can reroll those, or I can make something more specific if I want to make something more specific. It's very quick, very easy to do, and it takes 5 to 10 minutes depending on how much of it you're doing, or if you're explaining it while doing it like I am right now. So it's not the sole focus. It's something you can do quickly to jump back into the game more quickly, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of your time. So yeah, that's about the gist of it. Not much more to go over. So I think this is where I'm going to end the video. If you guys liked it, let me know. If you want to see more of this, I can record more of it. Also, you can head over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/Deafinition. I have been streaming this a bit since I got the beta. I've been playing it by myself. I've also been playing it with other members of Robot College, our Twitch team. People like Dunspace. I've been playing this with Dunspace, Mr. Craven, and Manly Badass Hero. Dillybit and Daco both have this game now, so you might see me play it with them as well. Who knows? Maybe Doxy. I think. Oh, I don't think Doxy has the game anymore. She had the closed beta testing version, but not the actual game, so I don't think she has the game. But you can see me play with a bunch of my my awesome Robot College brethren. Sorry, I almost forgot the name of my own Twitch team. So yeah, I think that's all there is. So if you like the video, let me know by liking the video and leave a comment, because I always enjoy reading them. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. Peace.